accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
First down, Ferguson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll set up a throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This from 54 yards away. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This from 54 yards away. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. 2 spins. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Everything that I've tried.
So now the other return teams out there, they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. He spins free, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Looking to throw on second down. Ferguson under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here we go.
Throwing on third and long. Ferguson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st and 10, Ferguson. Incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give. This is Cook. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney! Over!
A run by Matt to start the drive. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
He still got his little girl baby there. And I keep sending it back.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
For the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The grab made by Curse over the middle. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On third down, it's Mack. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Daniil Hunter in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. First out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. Third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Colts on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Michael Bannon, he's the one to get it, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they said this guy does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporate it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. To throw on second down, Ferguson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete that. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing it to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing on third and long. Ferguson, he's going to air one out. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain the drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And taken at the 46. 12 yards on the return that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the score is still up there and the game's going to go on, but you take the spirit away from another team. This drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
It's here right there on the break on the thing.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down at the 42-yard line.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Thank you so much.
So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Next.
On play action, no throw. He's got Curtis. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Hello, grade school. It's good to see you. How's life? It's great. Yeah, why are you here? Oh, she didn't tell you? Dude, I live here now. It's awesome, right?
I'm so glad you're here. I was just telling Taylor I hoped you'd make it. Such a surprise.
You're surprised.
Why is it surprising? Well, I mean, just last night.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
So it wasn't a scholarship, so kind of need to get laid. Broke your bestie needs to get some, and lucky for her, Gavin's coming tonight. You remember Gavin? Brooke already told me you wanted to ride that dick since you first laid eyes on him. Yeah, see, I listen.
I really wish you didn't. And that D, huh? She's never liked me.
The first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal.
She gave me grade school for that, so I think it's she's not replacing you. I don't think it ever replaced you. He's alright, I'm gonna hang out for a while. Tonight, she's coming, but that's it. And then she's you and me, promise. Oh, no.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. He's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
He's just the one that got us the VIP pass to Tampa. What is that? Dude, so fucking dope, okay? Like, it's a traveling horror night. People totally just shit in there. It's really fun. You're not telling me on it. No, it's great. It's going to be fun. Tickets sold out the minute they went on sale. But your boy Gavin came here and got some tickets. Okay, we don't need to do this yet. And he's been asking about you. No?
He's going to get it running right. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves him with a tough third and goal forthcoming.
You know, I should get an extra ticket for Natalie, right? She's coming. She's coming, right? Hey, Brooke, I know this is, like, really awkward and shit, but, like, do you think that after Hellfest, Natalie will sit in my face?
Oh, he did not say that.
Did he? I don't know. But, why? What is wrong with what I'm wearing? Natalie,
Dropped to throw.
it's the one night out of the year you're allowed to wear.
It's
Natalie.
T.Y. Hilton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
No, I knew you were coming.
Did I just hear that right? They
Not
just
do
lead
that.
the
What
personal
are
foul.
you
3
in
yards. They
for?
just
I'm ready.
declined
You guys
it.
ready?
And
You
after
ready for
the official was thinking to himself,
We have to meet Gavin at
did
roll
I
call.
just
We're
hear
going to be
that
late.
correctly? That you declined
You gotta
that
go.
one?
I need
All
10
I can
minutes.
think of is that someone on the field got confused.
See you in a bit.
They had to because
Okay,
you gotta
so,
take the yards on that penalty
We need to
each
find
and
you
every
something
time.
good.
And now out
Make up for
comes
last time.
Minnesota.
Oh my God, this is awesome, guys.
It's gonna be fun.
Matt, don't worry. I will totally protect you from being murdered.
Oh, thanks. I didn't realize I was. Whoa.
They know the score. They know the
Flipping, it
situation.
happens like
And
in
by the
orange
way,
bro.
the punter
Oh,
no
yeah, that
longer
was fun.
exists for their
Wait,
offense.
what?
And that's how they have to treat this drive.
Years ago, a girl
Big
got
time.
completely gutted in a haunted house, like for real.
The killer left her body in the park for 3 days. No one found her until she started to stink. They thought she was a freaking prop.
Wait, brutal. Man, what can I say? So
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, he's got to make a decision. He's taking a big lead.
And with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Looking to throw once again. He's taking it.
Whoa. Is that her? Is that your snake? You might actually have to pretend you have game tonight. Why didn't you tell me you were coming? Welcome to VIP.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Shagger tells me I do it.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. Yeah, she said you were coming too, so just want to see some fun.
He accepted from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down, went back example of it there. And take it right at the 35. Well, good move by T.Y. Hilton. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are you going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared to meet those encounters and so you make some adjustments.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling behind, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's not that bad.
It is time for shots. Yes. Let's go. Come on.
Timeouts left, still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continue to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did that.
Anybody watching Atlanta? And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open and get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps. You're trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
No, it's a part of the throw.
Steps away to his left. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 and the 16-yard line. Well, they'll get a timeout up, and now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
They'll come out in the pistol. On the ground with a tight end. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal here. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. can expect more passes like that downfield.
Yes.
They run a draw here on second down. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 12 yards there as they move to James.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third clear to drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from the 3-and-out. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now, first down. Brought down by the Colts. Mike Bennett in there to take it down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into heavy traffic and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know it feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Okay, but I don't like looking at the hands because I can't see if they're scanning.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Ball.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That one looks like he'll fall here. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him into the 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. Whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always working inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll try and run for a 1st and goal. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Okay, just get back on script, guy. Your girl's over there.
They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. Detroit. Good.
Now back to throw. The quick slant caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this this game. And privately, the head coach will get a fourth phase once the coach, he'll tell the ownership that once he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Auschka adds the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it to next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get over here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. And now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be caught before taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here. It's a throw for a late touchdown. That's it, Charles.